So your friend asked teacher in the chat box what we are going to do.
You say what is top what today topic?
Okay, Kalish, teacher will read them. You don't have to turn on your microphone. All right, okay. So for those who just joined our class, today we are going to learn about the types of pulley. The types of pulley. Yes, before this, we learn about what is pulley, right? So you already know that pulley is the example of simple
Machine.
the example of simple machine, and also you already know what machine can help us human in our daily life. So today teacher wants to bring you guys to learn about what is the types of pulley that you have to learn. Okay, so I still see some of you chit chatting in the chat box. Teacher need you guys to stop it right away, right at this moment. Okay, hands off from your keyboard. Okay, do not type anything about your books, about your activity. Don't worry. Teacher will upload it for you if you didn't have the book. Right? Okay. So now I'm going to show you one video about types of pulley that we have. Before I explain further to you, let's watch this video first. Darwish, are you laying down? Darwish, sit properly first. Are you okay, Darwish? You're not well? Darwish, you're not well. You're not well?
I'm okay.
You're okay. All right.
Just a
Alhamdulillah.
little sleepy.
Okay. It's okay if you're sleepy, if you're tired. Teacher completely understand. It's normal. We are human. Of course, we feel tired. Don't worry, because just now you're done with your English class, right? So today, listen carefully. So today, since it's Friday, uh, in our timetable, actually, we're going to have 30 minutes live streaming, 1 hour your individual self-learning, and another 30 minutes to discuss the question. But today, since it's Friday, okay, teacher will combine together the live streaming. We are going to learn and do the activity together. Okay, then after that, you can leave the live streaming class, then do your activity in Seesaw. Okay, so that you can have your lunch earlier and you can perform your Zuhur prayer earlier. Okay, are you clear with the instruction? Can you show me thumbs up if you can understand? All right, that's my student. Good job. Okay, so let's watch the video together. Naufal, Muhammad Naufal. Okay. All right, so teacher will share the video with you. Let's watch the video together. Okay, if you did not understand them, don't worry. Just watch them first. Look at how the pulley move and all. So later teacher will explain further to you. Don't worry. Okay, don't be panic if you don't understand. The key point is don't be panic. Okay. Do not turn on the microphone. Okay. Ira, no, you're not late. We just started. Don't worry. Okay, and also, once again, I'm reminding you, you are not allowed to use the chat box. You are not allowed to use the chat box. Okay? Why you guys still typing in the chat box? I want the word nah and the empty
Omar Arif,
put
stop
the
using a
last
chat box. Omar Arif,
the last
that's
one.
our
I don't want to see
done
anything
from
with
the
the chat
class.
box
Omar Arif.
unless it asks you to answer your question. Okay, then turn off the microphone now. Three, two, one. Turn it off now. Okay, then turn off now. Microphone.
Teacher lagi, that's why. He already muted.
Okay, all right. Okay, so today we're going to look at the simple machine. Okay, simple machine. For your grade, okay, primary three, you have three types of pulley that you need to know. Later, teacher will explain further. But now, let's look at this video first.
how pulleys give us
Teacher,
mechanical
may I go to
advantage.
toilet?
So let's
Yes.
start. We now already know what are pulleys and that pulleys can be fixed or movable. Compound pulleys are called block and tackle and is a combination of one or more movable pulleys. Now let's learn more about compound pulleys and mechanical advantage they offer. Here we have two wheels and a rope looped around them. Here, 100 kg weight is equally supported by two pulleys and a very long rope. And because of this setting, you can lift it by pulling with a force of just 50 kg. That is half the force otherwise required. That is, this compound pulley is giving you a mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage is the measurement of the extent to which a simple machine multiplies a force. Here, the two-pulley system is multiplying the force applied by 2. That is, you are applying a force of 50 kg and it is giving you a force of 100 kg. So, the greater the mechanical advantage, the lesser is the force required. But the distance to which the weight has to be pulled down will double. That is, the weight rises 1 meter here, but now we have to pull the loose end of the rope twice as far. That is by 2 meters. Now let's see a compound pulley having 4 pulley wheels. Here we have a compound pulley with 4 pulley wheels. Here, 100 kg weight is equally supported by 4 pulleys and an even longer rope. This means you can lift it by pulling with a force of just 25 kg. That is 1/4 of the force otherwise required. So it's giving you a lot of mechanical advantage. That is, it's multiplying the force applied by you by 4. So it's giving mechanical advantage of 4. And we learned the bigger mechanical advantage, the lesser the force you need, but the greater the distance you have to use that force. That is, to raise the weight by 1 meter, you have to pull the loose end of the rope by 4 meters. Now let's see some examples of finding mechanical advantage. Here we have one fixed pulley. That is, where pulley does not move at all and is fixed. And the weight is attached to one end of the rope. And the other end is free to be pulled by any person. For pulling or lifting a 50 kg weight, a force of 50 kg is required. So no mechanical advantage is there.
Okay. If you did not understand when the video mentioned a force or work and whatsoever, it's okay. What you have to understand is this one is the who turn on the microphone. Can you turn it off now? Check your microphone. Turn it off now. Thank you.
I already know.
Okay, turn off now. All right. So what are you seeing on your screen now is fixed pulley. Okay. This one is fixed pulley. Fixed pulley is attached to one place and the wheel did not move. Okay. So for the fixed pulley, okay, the video is saying that it did not have the mechanical advantage because why? When we have 50 kg load, in order to lift this one, even if we have to lift, we need 50 kg as well, the force. Force means when you pull the rope. Force means when you pull the rope. That is what we call force, okay? We pull the rope. Yes, who's turning on the microphone?
Me?
Why?
From Yakim say P-O-O-P in the chat.
I clearly told you just now that you're not allowed to use the chatbot, right? I made it clear to you.
I said it's and then by the
Okay, turn off the
but Akif also
microphone.
use chat. Akif, you already
Turn
on the mic.
off the microphone now. Five, four, three, two, one. Do not turn on the microphone. All right. Teacher clearly told you that you are not allowed to use the chat box. It's okay if you are still using them. If you're saying not good words in the chat box, I will screen cap later and I will print it out, give to Sir Fahmi so that he can show to your parents. Okay? Teacher clearly told you that you're not allowed to use the chat box. Do not turn on the microphone so that all of you can focus on your science class, so that all of you can hear what I'm teaching you, so that when teacher give you activity, exercise, letter practice, you can do that if you focus inside your class. Turn off the microphone. Who still turn it on? Five, four, three, two, one.
That is, this pulley system is not multiplying the force applied by you, but yes, it's just changing the direction in which the force is required to be applied. You are applying force downwards, whereas the weight is required to be lifted upwards. Next, we have one movable pulley. That is, pulley is not fixed. One end of the rope is fixed and the other end is required to be pulled by any person.
Okay, just now the first one we look at the one fixed pulley means the wheel is attached to one place. But now the second one we have movable pulley. Movable pulley. Second one we have this movable pulley. Okay, the end of the rope, one here, one end of the rope is attached here, but the wheel can move. Okay, the wheel can move, go back and forth here. And also any person can pull the rope from here. This one is the second one. The first one, remember this one, you have to memorize this one. The first one, we have fixed pulley. Okay, the first one, we have fixed pulley. Second one, we have movable pulley. To repeat, the second one, we have movable pulley. Means it can move. Okay, the wheel can move, go back and forth.
And pulley is in the center. Here, the weight of the object is equally divided between the pulley and the fixed end of the rope. And in order to lift a weight of 50 kg, 25 kg effort is required. That is, it is giving us a mechanical advantage. Here, the force applied is being multiplied by 2. So we say mechanical advantage of 2 is there in case of one movable pulley.
Okay, this one, in this case, the pulley is giving us the mechanical advantage. Advantage, okay, just now says Fahmi were using the chatbot. Fahmi, turn on the microphone, Fahmi, now. Fahmi? Fahmi,
Yeah.
okay, can you give teacher the meaning of advantage? What is the meaning of advantage? Fahmi, the meaning of advantage? Okay, it's okay, Fahmi. You can turn off the microphone. Thank you. All right. So the meaning of advantage is what is the good thing that you can get from this one. For example, this one is the movable pulley, right? So what is the advantage? Why you have to use this one? Why is it good for you? Why movable pulley is good? Why? Because just now for fixed pulley, if you want to lift 50 kilogram load, you have to apply force by 50 kilogram as well. But now for movable pulley, you just have to apply force 25 kilograms. Means you don't have to pull them as hard as when you pull in the fixed pulley. Okay, in the easier work for you to digest, for you to remember is you can remember that it's easier for you to use that pulley. The mechanical advantage means it's easier for you to lift the load. This is the simple way. If you want to memorize them, it's the simple way. If you want to remember them, just remember that it's easier for you to lift the load. Okay, you don't have to pull as hard as the fixed pulley just now. So what I'm talking about, what you're seeing on your screen now is the types of the pulley types. Okay, the
Teacher,
first
sama
one,
one teacher.
yes, you may go to toilet if you have to go. Okay, so the first one just now we have one fixed pulley. Second one we have movable pulley. Okay, so teacher hope by now, by right at this moment, you guys already key in the information inside our little friend here, our brain that we have. So far we already learned two types of pulley. The first one is the fixed pulley. The second one is the movable pulley. Movable pulley.
Next example. Here we have one fixed and one movable pulley. That is a block and tackle system.
Okay, so as your information, okay, block and tackle system, the other name of the block and tackle system is compound pulley. Compound means more than one. As you can see on your screen now, we have two pulley. We have one and two here. We have two pulley. More than one pulley, we call it as compound pulley. Okay. In your book, in your syllabus, you will learn them as compound pulley. But this
Compound
video,
pulley.
yes, correct, compound pulley. But in this video, they call it with the other name. But it's okay. They are the same thing. Okay. This one is the compound pulley. So remember, teacher hope by the end of our science class today, when you look at two pulley together, you will be able to see that, oh, teacher Diha said, if more than one pulley means the name of it is compound pulley. Okay, it's more than one compound pulley.
Teacher,
Yes.
the more pulley, the more eh, I forgot.
If you, it's okay. If you add more pulley, means it's easier for you to
To pull.
lift the load. Yes, correct. If you add more pulley, so you don't have to pull as hard as when you use one pulley. Okay.
Here, one of the pulleys is attached or fixed to some support, and one pulley is attached to the load. In this case, it takes 25 kg effort to lift 50 kg weight. So this means the structure is multiplying the applied force by 2. That is, it has mechanical advantage of 2. Now here we have next an example. It is 2 fixed and 2 movable pulleys. This is a compound pulley set up. 2 fixed pulley wheels are attached to the fixed support, and 2 movable ones are attached to the weight. This setup would take 25 kg effort to lift the weight of 100 kg. That is, it's multiplying the applied force by 4. So it's giving the mechanical advantage of 4. So kids, we learned that the more the number of pulley wheels, the higher the mechanical advantage. Now, let's see some examples of how pulleys are used in our daily life. Here, these cleaners are using the pulley system. To hang over like this, and cleaning the building. This is a big crane. This too uses pulleys to lift heavy weights. This is a primitive well. Here too, a pulley system is used to pull water from the well. Rock climbing. Here two kids are using the pulley system to hang over and then climbing the rock. Here too, the pulley system is being used to cross over the river valley. So we have a lot of examples where pulleys are used in our daily life. So kids, today we learned about compound pulleys.
All right, everyone. So teacher hope you guys understand what were you seeing in the video just now. Okay.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, now fine.
The video say at the last one, it says compound pulley, but another one compound pulley you say.
Yes, compound pulley is one of the three types of the pulley. Just now teacher said we have three types of pulley, right?
Fixed pulley, movable pulley, and compound pulley.
Compound pulley, yes. Because just now the other two pulley, they were talking about compound pulley.
That's right.
Yes, okay. So, teacher hope you guys understand. Okay, if you are using more pulley, if you
So what is the three types of pulley?
what is the three types? Okay, the first
Fixed
one
pulley,
just now,
movable pulley,
now
and compound pulley.
yes, fixed pulley, the first one. Second
Movable
one,
pulley,
yes, good job, Nafa. The third one,
compound pulley.
compound pulley. The first one, fixed pulley.
Second one tak dengar.
Second one is movable. Movable. Ah, okay. You get it, Adam? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So now teacher will share with you the slide. Don't worry. I will explain further. Ryan, what did you do? Now you're so tired. Okay. Teacher will finish out my explanation. Okay, then later you can do your activity. Okay, then you can go maybe take a bath and also lunch and solat. Then you can rest for a while. Then if you want to do your activity in seesaw after that also can, as long as you do them. Okay. So now teacher will share with you enough chit chatting in the chat box. Stop chit chatting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now, yes, teacher need to solve as well, of course. Okay. So now,
At before 2:45. Before I sold at before 2:45.
yes, it's okay. If we finish our class, if you're done with the activity book, teacher already provide the slide for your reference and also the question for individual self-learning. You can do that after we're done with the online streaming later. Okay, don't worry. Okay, can you guys take your science logbook? Can you guys take your science logbook? Science logbook. Okay, open your science logbook, write day and date today. Let it's okay. Yes, teacher will wait for you. Don't worry. Don't worry, teacher will wait for you. Okay, so today is Friday. Teacher will write in the chat box, okay? Okay, today is Friday.
Yeah, I know.
Friday. Okay, date. Logbook. If you don't have your logbook, just use any notebook that you have at home. Okay, teacher would prefer you to use the book because if you use paper later, tendency for you to lose them is high. You tend to lose them. Yes. Okay, Azara don't have the book. Do you have pattern book or any notebook, Azara? Yes, logbook, Azara. Today is
Teacher not even
October.
one because when the day that teacher asked us to take our book, cause I'm absent.
Oh, you absent, so you haven't come and collect your book yet.
Yep. And teacher, I'm not
Oh,
at my house. I at my
okay. So you don't even have any paper, pencil.
yep, I have.
Okay. Prepare any paper or pencil, but make sure Azara after this put them inside your file. Okay.
Okay.
Because we're going to do the notes, so if you have your notes, it's easier for you to do the revision later. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So write day
Teacher,
and
there's
date.
a book.
You have your book. Okay, write day and date for today. Then write the title. Okay, title. Ira, why are you talking about Tutu and Angel Wings? I'm asking you to prepare the notebook, the logbook. We are about to write the notes now. Faster. Asif already have the logbook, already write day and date.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Wafi already done. Okay, so let's write the title. The title teacher will write in the chat box, okay? Types of pulley. Okay, write the title. Types of pulley. Types of pulley.
Teacher, do we need to do on a paper?
If you have your science logbook, teacher would prefer you to use your science logbook because this one is for your notes.
I don't have my no logbook.
You don't have yours. Do you have any notebook at home?
Mm, I don't know.
You don't know? Try to find them first, Darwish. Find them. Find them. Okay. All right. Why, Amsha? No one is talking. Why you said diam? No one is talking right now. You said diam to who?
What?
Amar, do you have your logbook, Amar, Razali? Amar. Azra have, okay. Because that day teacher already gave all of you your logbook. So I
Teacher.
So I believe everyone already have your logbook, but
Yep.
those who did not have your logbook, it's okay. You can use any paper or notebook, okay? But make sure to keep them nicely, properly, so that you can use them to refer on later. Amsha, turn off the microphone, Amsha. Why? Why, Amsha? Do you have anything to ask teacher, Amsha Khalif?
No.
No, okay.
No. Teacher, today is
All right.
23, right?
Yes, 23rd October. Teacher already wrote in the chat box. Okay, so all of you already done with the title. Let's go for the notes. Okay, today we are learning about types of pulley. Okay, types of pulley. Type. We have three types. We have three types of pulley. Okay, three types. The first one, fixed pulley. Second one is movable pulley. If you can see the word move.
Teacher, what is the first one? What is the
Move everywhere, go back and
Teacher, I
forth.
can see
The second
the
one is
screen.
movable pulley. The third,
teacher? The first one is fixed to pulley.
the third one is compound.
Teacher, the first one is fixed.
Need to copy, teacher.
Fahmi, you can see my screen or not, Fahmi?
Yes.
Yes, you can see my screen, right? So I clearly wrote here, number one, dot, fixed pulley. Number two, dot, movable pulley. Number three, dot, compound pulley. So yes, number one is fixed pulley. Number two is movable pulley. Number three is compound pulley. Please write this in your notebook now.
Wait.
Yes, I will wait for you. You don't have to turn on the microphone. It's okay. Teacher will wait for you. You are not left behind. Don't worry. Okay? All right. So, while writing, you can try to memorize them. Okay, the first one, we have fix fully. So, write them.
Teacher already memorized saja.
You already memorized. Good job. But you still,
I also already memorized it.
okay.
Fully more
Do
fully
not turn on. Do not turn
and
on.
compound fully. Done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn off now. Okay. Teacher already told you, do not turn on the microphone. You are allowed to turn on if teacher called for your name only. Okay. So even if you already remember it now, well done, good job. I'm so proud of you. But you still have to write in your notebook. Why? Because let's say one day, you want to do activity, but suddenly you remember that I said we have three. Jadi Hasib, we have three, but I only remember two. I forgot one more. So you can look at your notebook. Okay, this is the function of your notes. You can try to memorize them. You can refer to them when you need them. Okay, that's the function of your notes.
Or you can write anything you like.
That's why teacher always asks you to write nicely and decorate nicely your notes because we human, we love to look at nice things. We love to look at beautiful things. That's why if you decorate your
Or funny
notes,
thing.
do not turn on the microphone. Okay, so if you decorate your notes nicely, you will be happier to refer to them. You'll be excited to look at your notebook. Okay, so as you can see in the picture here, this is the fixed pulley. Okay, the second one is movable pulley. It can go back and forth. And the last one we have compound pulley. Compound pulley, they have more than one pulley. So remember, when you see a picture that have more than one pulley, right away, obviously, the answer will be compound pulley. If more than one, compound pulley. If it can move, movable pulley. If attached to one place and cannot move, it's fixed pulley. Okay, so this is the three types of pulley that we're going to learn today. All right, so kindly update me in the chat box whether all of you already done writing or not. Hasif not yet, Hasif. Okay, teacher will give you. Okay, some of you already done, some of you not
Teacher, I
done
don't
yet.
have my logbook. Book.
Do you
I
have
left on my
any notebook? Do you have any notebook at home, Darwish?
teacher.
Hmm.
Darwish asked, teacher, can I speak English or to explain?
Why? Darwish left his book at school.
No, he come to school, but I don't know why
Yes.
he don't have the book.
I go because yesterday yesterday night my mom asked me we will go to my grandma house, but I forget to get my logbook.
Oh,
Teacher, I am in
so you
grandma
forget
house.
to bring along.
I am at KL now.
Fahmi. Fahmi, lower down your voice, Fahmi. Lower down the volume of your voice. Okay, it's okay. Okay. Darwish, so you forgot to bring. It's okay, Darwish. If you don't have the book, do you have any paper with you?
Yes, I guess.
Darwish, okay, you can use paper. So when you go home later, make sure you paste that paper into your logbook, okay?
Okay.
Darwish, don't lose the paper. Okay. So teacher will give you 1 more minute to finish out those who not done. Okay, later teacher will upload the recorded video of this class. Okay, if you couldn't copy the notes, you can go back to that video and you can continue your notes, okay? Alright. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay. So next one we have fixed pulley. Okay, fixed pulley.
Wait, teacher, I want to do it. I didn't do it, teacher.
After this, I will upload this recorded video. Okay, you can open that video back, then complete your notes. Okay. Or after you are done with.
Teacher, what time the class end?
Huh?
What
Why?
time the class end?
Actually, finish class is at 1:55.
Okay, turn off the microphone now.
Teacher, teacher,
Turn
teacher.
off the microphone. Yes.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do?
What do we have to do? We have to copy the notes, but it's okay. Turn off.
Oh, copy that
Yes,
one.
turn off the microphone first.
Okay.
Okay. We will finish our class when you are done with the notes and also with the activity. Okay. Who did not turn off the microphone? Turn off now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn off the microphone now. Jaden. Okay. So the first one we have fixed pulley just now. You guys already memorized them, right? Fixed pulley. So example of fixed pulley is the flagpole. Okay, right in your notebook now. Right. Flagpole.
Red color thing ke? Do we have to copy the red color thing?
Yes, copy as well. Fixed pulley, do like this. Okay, the bracket, flagpole. The right fixed pulley usually attached to something that does not move. This is important so that you won't get confused between fixed pulley and movable pulley. You need to remember that fixed pulley does not move at all. Only the load and the rope is moving. Fixed pulley, it will attach like this. Okay, the example of fixed pulley is the flagpole. Why? Because
Do we have to write the photo also?
no, you don't have to draw. You don't have to draw. You already have the fixed pulley picture inside your book before this. But if you don't have them, it's okay. Just write the notes. Okay. Just write the notes. All right. For example, the pulley at the flagpole, they did not move. Okay, only the flag and the rope. It's moving up and down. Same goes to this one. If you can see this guy, okay, is lifting a bucket, the gray bucket. So this pulley did not move. The thing, the thing that moving is only the bucket and also the rope. So remember,
Teacher, the drawing do or not?
and you were in the
Draw or
class
not?
now when your friend asked me just now. Your friend already
I
asked
have
me just
eyesight
now.
problem. I cannot see.
Teacher,
You
Yeah,
don't
I
have
have eyesight problem. I can see very well.
teacher,
One.
yes.
I want to go to toilet.
Yes, you may go, Faris. You don't have to draw the picture. You don't have.
Teacher, me too, I want to go to toilet.
Yes, you may go. If you want to go to toilet, you may go. You may go. Don't worry. No problem. You may go to the
I
toilet.
not finish.
Yes, I know, Fahmi. You can continue now. First one is fixed pulley. So you need to remember the example of fixed pulley is the pulley at the flagpole. Pulley at the flagpole. If you're done, do not turn on the microphone and shout, "Teacher, I'm done." I'm repeat. I will repeat myself. If you're done, do not turn on the microphone and shout, teacher, I'm done. Just wait. I will move to the next one right away after this. Okay, right inside your book, peacefully. Do the bracket like this, flagpole. And write peacefully usually attached to something that does not move. So remember, peacefully does not move. Okay, it will not move. Look at this picture. The pulley did not move, but only the load, which is the bucket, okay, and also the rope that will be moving. Okay, if you're not done, it's okay. Later, just move on to the next one. Then, if we already end with our live streaming class later, if we are about to end, tell teacher, I'm not done yet with the number one just now. So, teacher will show you this slide again, okay? But now, let's move on to the next one first. Okay, after fixed pulley, we have the second pulley, which is movable pulley. Movable. If you look at the name, it have the word move in it. Move. Movable pulley. So means the pulley can go back and forth. It can move. It can move. So if you can look at the first picture, this one is the wheels, okay? The pulley and wheels, and this one is the load. And the one end of the rod is tight and did not move, okay? But the pulley and the wheel can move. So it can go up here, it can go up here. That's why we call it as movable pulley. Movable. It can go back and forth. It can move. Same goes to this one also. One end of the road is tight, but the other one, okay, the wheel and also the load can move, right? So it will go back and forth here. Okay, so you can copy this one, movable pulley, okay, and do in the bracket cable car. Cable car. Okay, the example of movable pulley is for cable car. So the explanation for this pulley is the end of the rope fixed and the wheel is free to move. That's why we call it as movable pulley. Okay, you can do now. Number 2, copy. Number 2. You don't have to draw as well. Don't have
Teacher,
to
I
draw.
done.
You already done number 2. Okay, let's wait for your friend for a while. Later, I will move to the next one. Do not turn on the microphone.
Teacher, I listen to my phone.
I already told you, do not turn on the microphone if you're done. Do not shout. But I told you do not shout. But now you turn on the microphone and whisper. Do not shout and whisper. It's okay. Teacher will move on to the next one. Please, you catch me. If you're done, wait for a while, okay? Some of your friends are still writing. So teacher will give, those who are not done, teacher will give 2 more minutes to finish up. Only 2 more minutes, okay? Only 2 more minutes to finish up. 2 more minutes.
I cannot see
Cannot see what coming.
because Azra is chatting a lot. I cannot see.
Just now, I think I already made myself clear that you're not allowed to use the chat box, right? Why? Some of you are still using the chat box. Is there anything that I can help you with?
It's okay, Azra.
Okay, teacher also asked some of you just now what is the meaning of advantage. Okay, what is the meaning of advantage? Okay, for example, the question asks you, what is the advantage of using pulley? So you don't understand what is the meaning of advantage. What should I answer? So advantage means the benefit. Okay, the benefit. Uh, what is the benefit of food? The same with what is the advantage? Why? Why we need to use food? Okay, why we need to use food? How we can help us? How the police can help us? How it can help us? That is the meaning of benefit. That is the meaning of advantage. Okay, next one. Number three. Okay, right. Number three. Compound pulley. Compound pulley. Now we have one, two. We have two pulley here. We have one, two. We have two pulley here as well. So compound pulley, the example of compound pulley is crane. Okay. Big yellow crane at the construction site. They use compound pulley. Compound pulley. So compound means more than one. Compound, okay, when we use more than one. So compound pulley means more than one pulley. Jadi masa compound pulley means more than one. So I hope after this, if you see the picture of two pulley, at least you will remember my voice saying this to you. If we're using more than one pulley, means it is compound pulley. Look at the red color. More than one wheel or rope is used. Okay. Here we have two wheels, and also sometimes we will use more ropes. Okay. Uh, for in the picture they use only one, but sometimes they will use more than one. Because in the both picture they use more than one wheels, but they use one rope only. More than one pulley and wheel. Okay, teacher will give you 5 minutes to finish up this one. 5 minutes to finish up this one.
Here, I think the girl in that picture is going to fall.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that girl's gonna die because that's the sky. Yeah.
No, she's not gonna die. Don't worry.
Teacher, I done.
Done.
I did.
Okay. Alright, for those who not done, don't worry. Later, before we end our class, just tell teacher, I'm not done with the notes yet. Then later I will show you again the notes, okay?
I'm not done with the
I'm
note
not done.
two.
I'm not done with the note number 2 actually.
Okay, teacher
I was
said before
thinking. I
we
thought I was done.
teacher said before we end our class. Now we're not ending our class yet. So after this, tell teacher, okay? After this, okay? Don't worry, I will help you to complete your notes. Don't worry. I'll make sure you have the complete notes. Okay? Alright, so let's move on to the next one. The importance of pulley. We've been many days since we learn about pulley. Okay, we have been talking about pulley all the way. So teacher hope by today you guys already
This one
know
is
what is pulley. No, this one you don't have to copy. Just listen to me, okay? Just look at your screen and listen to teacher, okay? Do not chit chatting in the chat box and listen to me. Okay, not many human in this world that can do two work at times. Okay, at one time, not many human in this world can do that. So if you're talking to your friend in the chat box while listening to me, there's a huge possibility that you can only remember what your friend said to you in the chat box and not remembering what I'm telling you now, what I'm teaching you now. So please focus first because later
Teacher, the ball.
you have to do the activity book. Off the microphone now.
Compound Pulley.
Fahmi, turn off microphone. Okay, I saw in the chat box some of you talking about Among Us and all. I know, I'm well aware that it's a game and all. No problem, you can play the game and whatsoever, but we have time for everything. Okay? Time for lesson, you have to focus. Then when it's your free time, you are free to play the whatever game that you have inside your phone or tablet. Okay? So now enough chit chatting in the chat box. Yes, Ira, do you have anything to ask teacher? Ira and Azra have been typing year and all. Do you have anything to ask me? If you don't have anything to ask me, focus what I'm going to show you, okay? So, the importance of pulley, okay? A pulley is a simple machine that makes lifting of loads easier. Teacher believe all of you already know about this one. By using a lesser force, lesser the same with less force. Means when you want to lift something, if you have pulley, you don't have to use a more force. Okay, less force is required. All right. So, for example, I've been showing you this as well before this at the construction site. Pulley are used to lift heavy building materials. Teacher already asked you before this whether the building materials is heavy or light, and most of you answered the building materials are heavy, so it's impossible for the workers, okay, for the construction workers to lift them on their own. So that's why they need crane, which use pulley to lift the building material. So what if the pulley did not use in the construction site? What if there's no pulley? What if there's no crane? So here, the process of constructing a building will take longer time. The constructing, when they want to construct a building, they will take longer time, and also they need more and more workers. Why? Because when they want to lift a heavy thing, it's impossible to use just one person. Of course, they need two, three, or four, and five person to lift the heavy building material. That's why when they use pulley, it's easier for them.
Teacher,
Yes.
do we need to copy this?
No. You don't have to copy this one. Just listen to teacher, okay?
Okay.
All right. Listen and understand. All right. Listen and try to understand. Okay. So the first one at the construction side. So the thing with science is you have to apply them in your daily life. Okay, now teacher understand that you couldn't get out from your house anymore if there's nothing important to do, right? But when all of this get better, okay, inshallah one day, when all of this get better, let's say if you pass through the construction site when you're going home or when you going outside, okay, you can look around from inside your car at the construction site. Look around. Then, if you see the crane, you try to remember. Oh, I have learned this in my science class. Okay, the crane use pulley to lift up the heavy building material. That's the thing with science. You have to apply in your daily life so that the knowledge will stay with you for a long, long time. Okay. So next one we have fishing boat. Fishing boat. Okay. Pulley are used by fishermen who fish commercially. Meaning of fish commercially is the fishermen that catch the fish to sell them. Okay, the fishermen that fish to
At the photo already raised it.
come again.
The photo we already have it on in our book on the fisherman boat is
Yes,
lifting.
yes, this one a teacher already showed you before, okay? But I'm showing you again so that you can recap what have we learned before this. The construction site I already showed you before this as well. This one is the fishing boat, okay? Sometimes the fishermen that sell the fish, okay, they use a big fishing boat, okay, big fishing boat. So they need pulley, okay, they need a pulley to pull the large fishing net because they want more fish, so they have to use the large fishing net. But this large fishing net is impossible for one fisherman to pull them. It's impossible for one fisherman to pull them. So, in order to reduce the number of fishermen needed, okay, they just use pulley. So it's easier for them to pull the last fishing net. Okay, so number of fishermen needed are less when the pulley is used. Okay, so teacher hope you guys understand. Okay, about what teacher have been showing you just now. All right, now it's time to test whether you understand or not my lesson today. Open your activity book, page 88. 88. Do page 88 and 89.